how do the established giants, the big names in industries like automotive, how do they actually adapt when these huge technological shifts hit?
Yeah, do they get left behind?
Yeah.
Or can they sort of reinvent themselves?
Exactly. And today we're diving deep into a bunch of sources, articles, research, all telling the story behind one really significant new car, the Audi A6 Sportback e-tron.
Hmm.
Our mission really is to pull out the key insights from all this material, give you a shortcut to understanding what Audi's doing with electric cars and how the whole EV landscape is changing.
And what jumps out right away from the info we've got is this common feeling, almost a criticism, that European car makers, Audi included, were maybe a bit slow off the mark with EVs.
Slow compared to who specifically?
Well, compared to the new players especially, think about Chinese manufacturers, Xiaomi, BYD, Huawei, Chery, they've moved incredibly fast. And of course, Tesla.
Right, Tesla.
They've grabbed significant market share, often with really innovative stuff rolled out super quickly.
Okay, that's a really critical starting point. So let's unpack that. This idea that European manufacturers were delayed based on the material, why? What were the reasons for that hesitation?
Well, a big reason highlighted in the analysis is just how deeply dependent they were on internal combustion engines, petrol, diesel.
Decades of history there.
Exactly. Decades, maybe a century of investment. Supply chains, engineering talent, everything was geared towards that. Plus, you had regulations constantly evolving, like Euro 5, 6, even Euro 7.
So they had to keep optimizing the old tech.
Right. They were still focused on making combustion engines cleaner, more efficient. And that focus, that kind of legacy burden, it created an opening.
An opening for the newcomers.
Precisely. Players without that history could just leapfrog straight to EVs, build new ecosystems, be more nimble, and grab that market ground.
Okay, but this is where the story in our sources seems to shift, right? Because the Audi A6 Sportback e-tron, it's presented almost as a direct answer to that delay criticism.
It really is.
Like Audi's big move to claw back that ground.
Absolutely. The material really stresses how strategically important this car is. It's not just another electric car. It's positioned as a, quote, high-level technology and luxury product.
High level, actually.
And it's a massive step in their whole electrification plan. And what's really interesting, I think, is the foundation it's built on.
You mean the platform?
Yeah, the PPE platform, Premium Platform Electric, developed with Porsche.
Ah, okay. So that collaboration is key.
Hugely key. This isn't just Audi throwing an EV out there. It's a statement. And it shows a shift in strategy for these older companies, pooling R&D, sharing platforms across brands.
To speed things up and get costs down.
Exactly. Trying to get those economies of scale they need to compete with the newer, often leaner players.
Right. So we've got the intent, the strategy shift. Let's look at the car itself. What specifics stand out in the sources? What features does it have? And maybe more importantly, do these features help it leapfrog the competition? Or is it more about catching up?
Well, the details suggest it's aiming for both, really. First off, ultra-fast charging. This is a big one.
How fast are we talking?
It's got an 800-volt system that allows charging speeds up to 270 kilowatts.
Okay, 270 kilowatt. What does that mean in practical terms? Like stopping on a road trip?
It means you can add about 300 kilometers. That's roughly 186 miles of range in just 10 minutes.
Wow, okay. 10 minutes for 300 kilometers? That's pretty impressive.
It really is. It tackles that charging time anxiety, that barrier for long journeys. Less waiting, more driving.
Definitely a game changer if it works like that in the real world. But thinking about the luxury EV market, is that speed truly unique to Audi now, or are rivals matching that?
It's certainly very competitive at the top end, but when you pair that charging speed with its exceptional range, the picture gets stronger.
Okay, range. What are the numbers?
The WLTP figure, that's the standard test, is up to 756 kilometers for the Sportback e-tron version.
756 kilometers. That's huge. Over 470 miles.
Yeah, genuine long-distance capability, right up there with, or even beating, a lot of the luxury competitors. Then you add the high performance.
That's quick, too.
Oh, yeah. The top version, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. That's 0.62 mil per hour in under 4 seconds.
Sub 4 seconds. That's properly fast.
Definitely. Even the sort of base version does it in around 7 seconds, which is still plenty quick.
Yeah.
It delivers on that performance expectation.
And just visually, the design seems very slippery, very aerodynamic. I assume that helps.
Absolutely essential. The sources make a point of mentioning the sophisticated aerodynamic design. very low drag coefficient, somewhere around 0.22 to 0.24.
Which isn't just about looking good.
Not at all. It directly boosts efficiency, helps stretch out that already impressive range even further, and then, of course, inside.
The premium interior. It's an Audi, after all.
Exactly. That's core to its positioning. We're talking modern tech features, big advanced digital displays, the latest infotainment system, and yeah, lots of high-quality materials.
So it feels luxurious and high-tech.
That's the aim, cementing its place in that premium segment.
Okay, so we've dived into the specifics of charging the range, performance, design, interior. Taking all that together, what's the bigger picture for Audi? Does this A6 e-tron signal a genuine reinvention? Or is the competition just moving so fast that even this isn't enough to fully close the gap?
Well, the analysis we've seen offers let's say, a nuanced view. It definitely acknowledges the market is incredibly tough, fiercely competitive.
No question there.
And European manufacturers, yes, they absolutely need to speed up their EV transition. They can't afford to lose more ground. However, but the quality here, the strategy behind the PPE platform, the sheer level of innovation in this A6, it strongly suggests Audi isn't going the way of, Nokia or Motorola in the phone world.
Right, not destined for irrelevance.
Not according to these sources. Instead, it looks like they're actively and pretty forcefully reinventing themselves within that luxury EV space.
So the future depends on continued speed.
Yeah, their future really hinges on innovating and competing fast in this new electric world. And the A6 is presented as a really strong, very positive sign that they're doing just that. It's a tangible signal of transformation.
Which raises a big question for anyone watching the industry or even thinking of buying one of these cars. How fast can these traditional giants really pivot? And will luxury buyers follow them?
Exactly.
So quite a journey we've taken from those early criticisms about Audi being slow on EVs to looking at the A6 Sportback e-tron, its features, the strategy behind it. It really shows a serious effort to catch up, maybe even lead in some areas.
It does. It's clear that while it's definitely challenging out there, Audi is putting up a strong fight. They're not standing still.
A strong fight indeed.
And maybe that leaves us with a final thought, something for you, the listener, to chew on after this deep dive. How might the success or maybe the challenges of this specific car, the Audi A6 Sportback e-tron, how might that ultimately reshape what we even mean by luxury in this electric vehicle market that's changing so incredibly fast?